All right, so this question asks you to determine which atom is more electronegative. And so we're going to consider a trend in electronegativity. Now, there is a general trend in electronegativity with our representative periodic table, and it looks like this, and it points at fluorine. Fluorine is the most electronegative atom. Now, we had been taking hydrogen and bringing it over here to kind of put its position in the periodic table, but that doesn't work in this case. And for electronegativity, what you remember about hydrogen is that hydrogen is less electronegative than nonmetals, and hydrogen is more electronegative than metals. So you essentially have to compare what it's going to be up against, and if it's up against a nonmetal, then it's less electronegative. If it's up against a metal, then it's more electronegative. So that's what you have to remember for hydrogen. Everything else happens the same way on a periodic trend. So let's get to it. Nitrogen is further to the right than carbon, so it's more electronegative. Oxygen further to the right than nitrogen, it's more electronegative. And of course, fluorine is the most electronegative atom on the periodic table. Okay, let's take a look at hydrogen versus carbon. Carbon is a non-metal, so carbon will be more electronegative than hydrogen. All right, let's take a look at H since we're talking about hydrogen. Hydrogen versus molybdenum. Molybdenum is a metal, so hydrogen is more electronegative than molybdenum. What about carbon versus silicon? Carbon is a little higher on the periodic table, so silicon is less electronegative, carbon is more electronegative. Phosphorus versus chlorine. Chlorine is further to the right, so chlorine is more electronegative. Bromine is further up the periodic table. It's higher in the periodic table, so it's going to be more electronegative than iodine. And then boron is both further up and further to the right than magnesium, so it's more electronegative than magnesium. Okay, that's all there is to it.